Huh? You know what, I got to spend the entire day with a bunch of really good looking firemen, so. Oh, I got sneak good at, one of them was at, Oak Mountain.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start our work
I
session.
had the whole, I had like 30 something, ambulance, paramedic, whatever. I mean, I had them all up there, they were all checking me out.
First thing we got on here to discuss our FEMA
I brought
shelter
this thing
grant.
here.
No, Betty said she had talked to
Brian.
Brian.
At the EMA.
EMA. And that things needed to be done by October
14.
14th. This is the one, if y'all remember, we've done with FEMA during our 4251 is the number they call our emergency we had back around Christmas last year. There was some funds left over, approximately $27,000 in St. Clair County. My understanding there was only two entities that was going after that money. And my understanding of shelter, has priority over most anything, storm shelter. And since then, there has been talk when Mike and Andy have been to one of the meetings, I think they had to go to Aniana. They stated that they would be more funding because some other counties was not going to use their money. And Mike gave me the anticipation that we hoped there was going to be enough to pay for a shelter out of it. By the time everybody else didn't use theirs or turned it in or whatever. So, since then, Betty's talked to Mike and to a guy with the EMA, and they're stating that we're going to have a grant writer participate in doing the paperwork because I hadn't seen Mike even in that school all week. So
I hadn't talked to him either. He was going to talk to you about it. I talked to him.
he has not. And anyway, from what I gather from what Mike has told Betty is that it would cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $8,000 or whatever to get a grant writer. Plus, there's still going to be, what else did you say?
There's a fee after that they, I was hoping he would send me that information, but he didn't. Mike knows what kind of fee it is, but there's also a fee that you have to pay once you get the grant. And I don't know what that percentage is or anything like that, but we have to have that grant. It has to be submitted by the 14th. And Mike said that this is new. The grant that they are trying to get is new, and it's got a lot more stuff on it, and they're not so sure that they know how to do the thing to write this grant like they need it written. And they don't have the time, he said, because it's going to be such a hurry. So that's why we've got to try to decide if we want to get a grant writer to do this, or if we're just going to let this one pass us by or whatever. I wish Mike was here because he could explain it more than I can explain it, because I just got into, Amanda got an email wanting to know who needs to be on the paperwork for the grants and for the EMA. And so then when I called them to talk to them about it, they told me that we were going to have to, make up our mind if we were going after this grant or what, because it was such short time. They said once it was on file, even if we don't get this grant, then we could roll over and, to the next grant that comes up.
So we wouldn't have to fill out another grant.
Right. It would already be on file with him.
And is this grant writer the one that only write? I mean, he's written for this.
Mr. Culpepper is his name. Y'all can pass this around. Look, this is what they sent me. This is the grant writer that the EMA has recommended that's written the grants for a lot of these municipalities and stuff.
I saw it had one in there he'd written for 4 years.
But they're the one, he's the one that's written most of the grants for the small cities and stuff.
There's some, I mean, you can go as nice and fancy or as simple as.
Well, we're probably gonna have to go with the cheapest, one that we can get, or one compatible with what we got, because our employees are sitting here sitting ducks right now with nothing.
Well, if there's more money available, because other counties didn't get it, then
Well, I know Blunt
Is
County's
there a
already
max?
turned in their money, I mean, they've already, opted out, they're not gonna do
so there's not a
anything.
max on what you can get. We don't know how much money we might get.
And we may not get nothing, we don't know.
But we have to match up to 25%.
25%, yeah.
So we need to realize that we're gonna be spending money too.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, a 25, we have to match 25%.
God, that's the 75%. I mean, that could,
I was hoping they would send me everything, but that's all he sent me was that information. Mike, I'm sure's got everything on it.
So y'all remember our last council meeting, which has been, what, 10 days ago? Roughly, it was Monday night, we did all to the 12th of the day, it's actually less than 10. We got an update from Chief Platt, so none of that was mentioned in our update. Nothing about an October 14th deadline, nothing about he can't fill it out or anything, so.
Well, if y'all want to wait and just talk
No,
to
I'm
him.
just saying, I think it's, we need to hear from him.
I don't see how we can wait. If we wait, we're not gonna get it. I mean, if we wait,
I really don't know enough about it. The only thing I know is when I called the EMA to talk to Brian up there about it, because Amanda had gotten some literature that needed to be answered, and when I called and talked to him about it, it was basically, we've got to move on it and everything, but I don't really know enough about it other than what he said, that there's a deadline of October the 14th.
well, I feel better about it knowing that it's a one-time fee. If you don't get it, you still have other opportunities when more monies are available, and you don't have to pay that fee again for the grant to be rewritten for you. I do feel better about looking at it. If this guy's recommended about it, they wouldn't do that.
Well, what we could do is probably give Paul the authority to, after he talks to Mike, give Paul the authority, after to decide if we want to, if everybody's in agreement, if that, we want to apply for the storm shelter or what, just give him the authority to kind of handle it, because I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you, because like I say, I only heard about this Friday last week.
There's been a lot of things changing, because last time I talked with EMA and the FEMA people, the guy's name that we was going to deal with that wrote grants was Lee Helms, because he had been in that business for years. He actually worked for them for a long time and knew the ins and outs. We got a different name here. We got a Culpepper, which I've never heard of. Probably a great, wonderful person.
Honestly, I think he's just a grant writer, I don't think.
This other guy is too. But I've got no issue, with who we use or what we use. If y'all remember, this originally started with a $27,000 possibility. Now, we don't know what the possibility is, but our grant that Mike has already started was for one shelter, which put it just a little under $100,000. Now, if you're gonna get a quote grant writer, you can write it for whatever you want, more, less. But as what Mike, and it's hard to keep saying, he's not here to confirm any of this, but I'm not saying you cannot keep that same grant and reissue it, but chances are it's not gonna be that easy. You just gonna reuse that grant every time, because he's just saying that they changed everything now, and that, we can't do what we used to do. So, but I've got no issue going forward if that's what y'all wanna do. We just wanna allocate funds to do it. And I would recommend we go ahead and put Betty in charge of it rather than me.
well,
Because there's already some different answers. She's getting some different answers, and EMA's not contacted me. This is not an EMA grant, this is a FEMA grant, which is just a level higher up. But,
when will Mike be
we don't-
back?
when did you send him to school? How long?
He and Tommy passed each other, so I believe he's coming in today, and Tommy's leaving today. So he should be able to tomorrow
I
also.
can't remember.
I just don't know enough about the grant I feel comfortable, doing anything with it, because, like I say, I only got that information on Friday, and I talked to Mike about it, and he was gonna talk to you, but apparently he went and got out of town before.
Well, I've not heard nothing, other than what you told me yesterday.
Well, I think that the topic and the money involved is worth special call meeting, or we need to, like Betty said, we need to go ahead and make a decision and give somebody the authority to do something based on the information that Mike has. If he's already working on a grant, they can be filed and.
I know he's submitted a letter of intent, that, you know, and
And
everything.
they had to go to Aniana to a meeting to continue
Mhm.
to be in line. You had to go to the meeting and do whatever to still be accessible to do this. But like I said, that was 9 days ago, and I don't remember him saying one negative word about that grant. It was all, you know, positive Monday night a week ago, but things changed.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that October 14th date was not just changed 2 days ago or whatever, so. Final meeting, you want to be in charge
Sounds like
of
we
it?
need, sounds like to me that we need to, we just need to wait till tomorrow.
That's what
Seems like he
I would
has all the
suggest.
answers.
I just wanted to bring it up today, let everybody be aware of, you know, that's what was said. So I think Mike, you know, he would know more about it because he's already sent the letter of intent in. And he would know more about it than any of us would, because like, I don't know who he's talked to.
Well, I think that it's a project worthy of the mayor's assignment, not council person's, because it is gonna be so involved. So my
The
suggestion
mayor's
would
been
be,
the one that's been in charge of it thus far.
my suggestion would be, to see what Mike has to say when he gets back to town, especially since he's on his way back.
And the school is actually supposed to be the 21st, according
Probably
according to what I got.
noon today or something like that.
Well, why don't we just kind of leave it and let you talk to Mike Paul and get the, you know, what all he's got, because I don't know what he, you know, he was told at the school or anything like that. All I know is they said the deadline's October the 14th, and if we don't move on it, you know, if we're gonna use a grant writer, they gotta get started, and I don't know how far along.
How much time they need.
And I don't honestly know if, Mike and him, has it started the grant? If they've run into some snag, they can't continue with it, I don't know.
Okay. Next, discuss Crazy Horse rental payments. As of this morning, prior to our normal business time, whatever, we received a check for $8,000 from Crazy Horse.
That still doesn't bring much today,
And
that's
that covers what?
And then
Yes, sir.
that'll cover April, May, June, and July. August and September will still be open. So if we shut that down, we'll start. Any discussion?
So he's still 2 months, and
You want to arrears?
but I suggest we send him a letter and tell him that he's to be wrong today.
I agree.
Any other discussion?
Because he's standing in business. You know?
That's a check with Tom, yeah, when he's gone.
Do you want the letter by, money to by the end of the month? And there's a delivery call.
What does the council, what y'all want to say? Want a letter from our clerk, or do y'all want to, what y'all want to say,
Maybe probably from the attorney would be,
registered letter, plain letter, make it plain what you
would think we probably needs to come from the attorney, not just from us. Have we sent him a letter before from the city?
Attorney's doing that.
And we'll verify business license if that's not current, have that, in that letter also.
Yeah, everybody else has to pay it, so.
Okay. Next, discuss the panels out here that Hunter purchased, by bid. We have verbally spoke to them about removing them. We have sent a letter from the city about removing them, given 30 days, and we still have panels. What's the council's wishes?
I could be addressed in the same letter, I would think. Giving him, what, 30 days the first time? That's come and gone.
Charge him for the
So
removal.
what do you think about doing the same length of time for his,
Maybe something
It's
needs to be
rent
put
as
in
the
there to the
panels.
effect that if the city has to remove them at their expense, that, he will be charged for that or something.
Why don't you say after 30 days you'll rebid them? Let somebody else buy them, sell them twice.
We don't know if anybody else will do
You
that.
can't do that.
I think you can if he don't want them.
I
don't
was
think
just telling he had such time to do to remove them. If not, then they would be removed at city's expense, and him being.
You could do that, but you could resell those.
I think you can if you send him legal notice and
I think whatever length of time we've given him to.
Well, what would give you the authority to repossess those panels?
he could sign them back technically.
Well, now, he could do that,
I mean,
but
well,
you
he-
just
like
can't
I just got through-
arbitrarily do it.
Yeah, I just got through saying he probably don't want them anymore,
I
wishes he
think
didn't
just
have.
whatever deadline we give him for the rent, give him the same deadline for the panels, no matter if we come from the attorney, so.
I don't know if you could address it in the same letter.
It would be moving.
I think it would
Because
have to be two
you're gonna
separate
have,
letters.
you've got penalties for not paying your rent, or whatever the license. You don't have a penalty for that.
In his contract, there's no penalty.
There is a penalty. There's not one for the panel. I think it needs to be addressed separate, but whatever y'all wanna do.
Anybody else have any ideas? I really don't know anything about the legal stuff, but I would assume that you could.
I
have
would
to give him a-
suggest, if y'all haven't sent a letter from the city, that I would do it from the city before you do it from the lawyer. Oh, you already have to say, okay, yeah, then I'll do it from the lawyer.
Did you guys auction it off, or did y'all have an auction house on it?
Sealed bid.
But I would do it two separate letters.
Usually, like, my dad used to go to auctions all the time, so I kind of followed in his footsteps and would go to auctions. Long story short, on the brochures, when they auction off equipment, stuff, they have a notice in that brochure, and this is for future reference, not that it would apply here, but they have a notice in there, if all equipment, household items, et cetera, are not removed within 30 days, they become the owner of, or they revert back to whoever owned it before. That's something to consider.
Well, they removed part of those up there, but then we still got quite a few left too.
How much did he pay for them? It's public knowledge.
Um,
I would just send him a letter telling him he has to have them removed by a certain date.
Attorney letter.
If we've already sent him a regular, a letter from the city, then we don't have any other options, because apparently he's not responding to the city's letters.
What do you do if he still don't remove them in 30 days then?
There's gotta be some kind of repercussion, I guess, if he doesn't.
Maybe you can penalize him for the removal, or,
That's what I would suggest, just say he doesn't have them removed in a certain length of time, the city will remove them at their expense, and he'll be charged for that expense.
I think you can do that. I think you can,
I would get that advice from the attorney, and have him advise us on what our recourse is if he don't have one
Right.
removed.
Right.
And let him put that recourse in the letter.
Because I'm not a legal expert, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, but the attorney should know that kind of, how to handle it. Especially since the city's already sent him, a letter to start with.
Okay. What we're gonna do, we'll get to our regular meeting, I'm gonna ask for a motion to start with, for Louis, a letter to get current from our attorney, sent to him, rent and possibly business license. And we're gonna ask for next thing, a motion for a letter to have the panels removed from the attorney, sent to him. Okay. Is that fair enough? Next, update on McCartney Construction paving contract for Tom L. Smith. We have y'all have opportunity to read the entire contract. It breaks it down, how much patching, how much leveling, and then the wearing surface that they're gonna put down.
well, when I did call Russell Utilities, and they got no intentions of doing it, they said they've already replaced that main.
Corky was gonna call on, Bill Smith and find out if the Trustful Utilities had any, intentions of replacing any pipes or anything before we started paving on that road, so that we'd have to go back and cut
It's
up.
already a 12-inch main.
And he said the gas main was, metal, but it's under the road, they don't intend to do anything with it for a while.
All that was put in 8 years ago. Before we had it paved the first time. No, not the first time. They came back in, it was 2007, I believe, when they did it. Yeah, that's already 12-inch ductile line, goes all the way through the carrying,
That's what he
one of
said.
the main feed lines.
And that, one reason I was calling is that they're gonna locate the lines on Angus Street or whatever it is, that goes to drive-in, so I can get that pipe put in under that culvert.
Any questions in regard to this contract? This is Tom L. Smith and Bill Smith Brothers. It's a total of $132,349.69. If not, I'm gonna ask the council, I'm gonna ask for a motion to accept this contract.
Did our attorney look at this?
The counties did.
Our city attorney has not. If y'all wanna wait and send it to them, have them do it, fine with me. Y'all got it as quick as I got it, I think that was Friday morning, Thursday. But as soon as he sent it to me, y'all got it. We should have had it at last council meeting.
Mayor said the lump sum bid, you tell me I'm stepping up, I'm just asking.
This is a bid that the county has already bid out.
We don't need any process.
We're able to county's bid because
Yeah,
they
it's
use
unit
like the
price.
state bid.
Is someone gonna keep up with actual rate of placement to make sure those?
I think the county will have them in there.
I would recommend that you do.
Is there any questions?
To be honest with you, I hadn't read it all the way through. I got the first 3 or 4 pages, but
Well, fine with me whether we pass it or whether we don't, it's just being, it'll be up to the council.
is everybody
Next,
else ready?
y'all want to see the attorney to have it?
I read it, but
I know, I read it, but I know absolutely nothing about those kinds of contracts, but county's attorney is looking at it.
I tell you,
I feel more comfortable with it, but
I'm fine with passing over to this meeting.
let Dan Doherty look it over. He's the one that did the deal with McCartney. He'll know just by looking it over if it's consistent with the bid.
Next, to discuss the legal municipality school or newly elected officials orientation is $125 per person. We did, I just got you, we did have it on the agenda. Birmingham, November 10th is at the Sheraton. 8 to 5, it is $125 for them, the league municipalities will put it on. So, we have allocated funds in our budget, not a great deal, but we allocated some funds this time, and I believe it will cover this. You know how many is going?
I know, Corky said he was gonna go, Tony said he was going, Ann was gonna go, Ronnie said he was going.
that's all of us.
So all of us are going.
We'll need a motion and a second and a vote on that to approve it for whatever members that are going to go. Next is update for approval of Hickory Valley Road Drainage Pipe Project, Goodwin Mill and Kaywood. Y'all have an opportunity to look over the letter that I sent y'all from Mr. Hankins, Goodwin Mill and Kaywood. I'll go ahead and just read it. Dear Mayor Jennings, as we discussed, the existing 24-inch concrete pipe, which also had a temporary 18-inch PVC partial insert on the inlet end, has been replaced by a 24-inch welded steel pipe moored in place. The 24-inch steel pipe is equivalent in size and capacity to the 24-inch concrete pipe and should have an estimated life of 40-plus years. According to Gavin Jones with Family Utilities, which is the one who put the pipe in, the old pipe was completely filled with concrete grout and sealed securely. Family Utilities stated they will honor a 1-year warranty on the grout work as well as the welded steel pipe installation. I'd like to present that letter to y'all in regard to Argo paying our share to Family Utilities, which was $42,030. I will verify that I don't have my paper with me, but it was a total of $82,030, $30 job. The insurance company is going to pay a total, 2 insurance companies are going to pay a total of $40,000. And Argo's will have a balance, which will be $42,030. Anybody have an issue with going ahead and us paying our share of it? If not, that's what I will ask for a motion for during the meeting. Also, there is still, I I was on the phone 2 times yesterday with our city attorney in regarding to the release letter. The other attorney is conceding some things to be removed from that release. And the last time I talked to you was like 5:30 yesterday, and I didn't have my paperwork in front of me, but he was telling me of several paragraphs that need to be deleted out of that paper. And I told him I would call him back today, and he could walk me through what he says needs to be deleted. And if he asked me to initial it, and we see if that's acceptable on both ends. But he seems to think it gets all of the issues out of the way. So the main issue that I saw in this, I don't know the rest of y'all, but the main issue basically says that we're gonna indemnify that insurance company of anything that's happened. And basically, we will indemnify them after that work is done. And the work is done, we're not gonna indemnify them for what's happened within the last 12 months, because that's on them.
That's not gonna affect us though, going ahead and signing off on the paying down the utilities.
I don't know why they would ask us to take that and just exit out as initially when they could resubmit it and omit it themselves. I think that's foolish.
I think you're right.
Especially,
And we get a clean release, no X's and initials.
I've never heard anybody ask to be, that would be done like that. Can we ask them to resubmit? That's what I did, I asked them to resubmit that, that's been taken out.
Fine with me. I'm telling y'all what the city attorney told me as of yesterday evening, trying to get it rectified and handled by the council meeting. I told him there's no way that would be done today.
Let's ask them to send us a claim, just to resubmit it once all that's taken out. And that way, there's no misunderstandings that something's been left in there that we might not want.
Do y'all want to delay paying Valley Utilities? Do y'all want to go ahead and pay them?
I don't see a need to delay paying down the utilities.
I'm just concerned it might affect their letter if we go ahead and pay them. I might not get nowhere to send that letter.
It doesn't